So imagine being on the ground floor of one of the fastest growing industries in America today. And imagine an industry that has a product that actually is good for you. It makes you feel better. These same products are desired by almost every single demographic. The industry is still so new that not a single national brand exists. Neither does a regional or even a state brand. Well, that's where Altus comes in. Altus Beverages is the first cannabis-powered beverage made with pure THC. And yes, the industry is marijuana. Marijuana is currently legal in some form in 25 states. My name's Rob Lally. I've been in the industry for 5 years, and I have seen the exponential growth as more and more states come on board. And this trend is going to continue. Big business sees this, and so does Babson. 2 months ago, we were here. 2 months ago, we were in the same auditorium when Babson sponsored the Marijuana Symposium. The guys put on a great show, and once again, Babson shows that it's ahead of the curve. More and more entrepreneurs are joining this field every day. But like any young industry that's growing at such a rapid rate, there are challenges. I remember the first time that I went into a dispensary. I'll tell you, you walk through the door, and there are these two guys sitting in behind the shelves there. Yep, these are the experts. These are the bud tenders. Yeah, they talk in a vernacular and a language that you just don't understand. I walked out of that with shaking my head saying that was one of the worst consumer experiences I had ever had. I didn't understand a word they were saying. I got back and I tried the product, and you know what? It didn't give me the effect that I was looking for. And on top of that, everything tasted like grass. So Altus is hoping to change that consumer experience. We start with the main ingredient, the cannabis oil. This is the active ingredient that goes into all edibles and all beverages. This is an example of the industry standard right now, filled with impurities, and that's what gives that horrible grass taste. Altus Beverages uses new distillation techniques to create pure THC in the highest form. This THC cannabis oil, in fact, is tasteless and odorless, which is why our drinks taste better than anything in the industry today. But we didn't want to stop there. We wanted to make sure that the consumers, when they went into the store and bought our product, could get the desired effect that they were looking for. And so we created 4 specific formulas that will give the consumer the effect that they're looking for. So for instance, if it's Saturday night and you want to go out with your friends, you might have a hype. Or if you've had a really long day and you want to just relax or maybe go for a hike, you might try chill or bliss. And like millions of Americans that have a hard time sleeping, we have a formula called Doze that will put you to sleep. And so now when consumers go and buy an Altus beverage and leave a dispensary, they leave with confidence knowing that they're getting a great tasting beverage that's accurately dosed and gets them the effect that they're looking for every single time at every dispensary in every state across the country. Sam's now going to tell you more about what we're doing.
So, like Rob was saying earlier, this industry is exploding. Right now in the US, there's a $45 billion demand, though legal markets can only service $7 billion of this. This is changing quickly with a 26% year-over-year growth. No other industry has seen growth like this before. But people wonder, why beverages? Well, it turns out it's one of the safest and most effective ways to get the active ingredients into your body. And consumers are catching on. And one of the first states we'll be in, Washington, this market grew by over 7,000% in just this last year. We see this trend continuing and our segment to be the industry leader for years to come. Now, I can tell you why our product's better than everyone else's, but the real reason we're going to be able to get into every state we aren't currently is with this leasing program. Capital is one of the biggest problems in this industry right now, and we want to enable these cash-strapped distribution centers to use our equipment to create our great product, and we receive compensation in return. Now, with our 2 sources of revenue, you'll notice in years 4 and 5, there's a bit of a spike. Now, this is because the markets that we're in are going to be converting from medical to adult use, and we couldn't be more excited. So between Rob and I, we have years of experience in this industry. Well, Ed Zielinski, he's had over 30 years designing brands in the liquor industry, while Lori Tanzi has worked for companies like Pepsi and will assure our products are safe for our customers and always accurately dosed. Now, over this summer, we have made huge strides, and I couldn't be more proud of my team. We've finished our prototype, we've launched our pilot in Maine, and we'll be in 4 distribution centers by the end of the year. Now, this is more than our competition has been able to do in 6 years, and no one has imagined that we would be able to do this. So, we believe Altus is the future of cannabis.
And I'm sorry to say that we do not have any samples for anyone later today. So,
But we'd love to talk to you more about this incredible industry. Thank you.
thank you.